Welcome to Bobby Top Adventures. I'm Bobby Top, and I got disappearance clearance for the weekend. As you can see, I'm at the Panther Creek Campground in Gifford, Pinchot National Forest. It's an area that I haven't been in, and I wanted to scout out the area a little bit, and so that's what's going to happen in this video. Thanks for watching. This is Panther Creek Campground in Gifford Pinchot National Forest, just north of the Columbia River. I spoke with the camp host. This is the first weekend they're open with a camp host, and it just opened this weekend, so no one can do reservations until 2 weeks, I think, or next week. So this week it's first come first serve. I took a chance. I thought it was booked because it just said first come first serve. I was like, is there any first come first serve slots? And she said they all are, and you're the only one here, almost. There's one other van, camper van, a little Volkswagen van camper that's set up. I didn't see anybody there, but that's set up, and as you can see, there's nobody here. Also, stopping talking to the camp host benefits and the fact that I had this place to myself. She said, if you want to listen to the stream and you want a really good campsite, go to campsite 24. So, Panther Creek Campground, Gifford Pinchot, Site 24. And so now I'm in the back area. There's 22. And there's the river. Oh wait, no, this is 23. That's a big group site. Now you can start seeing the river where these pylons are here. There's the stream right there, and there's my spot. Okay, so when I'm trying to set up a tarp or figure out, I want to figure out two things. A, I found the ground where I wanted to. This is pretty flat. B, I'd like to not use the poles, and it would be ideal to tie onto one of these trees and do a plow point from there. But on the other side of these trees is the road, and I don't want it open facing at the road. I need it open facing this way. There is no wind to contend with, so I can face it any direction that I want. Facing it this way, I'll be looking at the neighbors that just pulled in, and so I may have it facing this way in towards the campground, and it's all wooded. I'll still hear the stream. I'll have some privacy, so I'm not facing the other campers, and so I'm just going to face it in. Now it's just a matter of figuring out what configuration I want. I can still do a plow point with the poles and go this way with it. It is my ideal, but I like to switch things up and figure out what I want. And I have a lot of space, so I'm not limited as to what I can set up because it's just a large area, so I don't have to condense anything. So I'm going to have a nice full tarp setup. It's DD 3x3, aka 10 foot by 10 foot. It's a square, and so you can do a lot of configurations using that. Now it's just a matter of figuring out which one I want. And so as I was coming back, as I'm looking at location, I still may put it there, but there's an actual pad. Let's see what this looks like. Level, soft, wooded. But then again, there's the two pads for the neighbor, so I still might have more privacy from there. And I'd be closer to the stream. Decisions. Guess you'll find out what I'm going to do. We'll see. Let's look at if I put a ridge line across here, I might be able to do an Adirondack. Okay. I think I'll do an Adirondack. We'll get this at a diagonal. I'm going to run a ridge line, set up an Adirondack configuration, call it a day. It'll be facing this way to nothing. It'll cut off this side for the neighbors and block the wind coming from this way. Adirondack it is. All right, I'm going to tie a ridge line going across between the two trees. I'm going to put my base along the thickest tree here. Now this doesn't have to be super high because the Adirondack is only going to be about this high off the ground. So I'll wrap it around the tree here. I will have to compensate a little bit for sag, but this will be pretty tight. I want to make sure that the rope itself is on the inside because these trees are on the edge. So the closer I can get this to the pad, the better. So I'm going to come around the tree this way. And now that's cinched in. All right, so now I have my two pressing loops that I will use to hold the sides of the tarp up. So I just take the pressing loop, run it through, and then run the toggle through the pressing loop. And now we got that. Okay, got another Another toggle. Run the Prezi loop through. Grab the, I still have the loop. I don't know if you can see it. I still have the loop. But I need to grab this portion of the thing and run it through. And that's what I put my toggle in to cinch it down. And now I just spread these out and tighten it up. And then I can stake it down from there. So this should, this wood is slippery. Ooh. Trying to get it as close to the edge of the pad as possible. So that's lined up pretty good. But it's a little short. If I can get these to be straight up, so I really literally just need to move this up 5-6 inches. All right, I love it when I learn something. This is the first time I've set up the Adirondack. I'll get it right one of these times. This is the first time I set up an Adirondack setup without using the poles. So this, even though it's tight, it's still flexible. So what I did was I hung it higher than the actual piece will go down, and then when I stake that down, it'll put even more tension on it. The other thing that so the corner, take the first one inside, and that's my back. This thing is going to come off the pad, but that's all right. That's just for gear and stuff anyway. So before I even start this, you can see just how much absolute room I have under here. My goodness. Awesome sauce. All right. Let's bring it out. Tighten it. There. I have now got my tarp set up, got the sleeping system laid out so it can fluff up the down, and so that's ready to go. It's only just after 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so I got plenty of daylight. I'm not hungry lunch-wise because I kind of snacked while I was setting up. So I'm going to go scout for dispersed camping sites. Just to give you an idea where I'm at, past the Bridge of the Gods on the way here, right? So that's the start point for the Washington BDR. It's not the intent to really ride the BDR. That's just something I want to save for when I'm going to do the whole trip. And that's not the driving factor. The driving factor for me coming to this campsite was that they posted that they opened it this weekend. And so I saw it and I was like, hey, there's another area. I have a campground that I can set up as a base camp and then go scout. And so what better way to do it? I'm one of the only ones here now. I did see a couple more vehicles come in, but this thing is so big that I probably won't even see them at all, except for when I'm leaving out. Right next to the stream. So I mean, you can't beat this spot. Couldn't find a better dispersed spot for sure. So But I'm gonna go scouting, get some riding in, because my ride here was all I-5 south, man. So let's just get on some dirt, hopefully, and find some dispersed camping spots. Come back here and make dinner. Maybe find some firewood while we're out there. Let's get on the road. having the small stuff burn from the top and work its way down, these will all become coals ready for cooking. So that's why here. Fire's going good now. Plenty for generating coals. So I think it stopped recording when I brought out what I was having for dinner. So one little overboard, brought way too much. I'm still gonna eat it all, but the usual tomato. I got some oyster mushrooms. I'm gonna cut up, and 3 little tiny little lamb chops. So that's what's for dinner, and corn on the top. Okay. It's the best camp spot for sure in the whole campground by far. I'm glad. Look at these little things. Shoot. Ooh, that's hot. Holy crap. That works. Oh yeah. Oh heck yeah. Now the fire's going. Time to get some water boiling for the dishes. Yes, they're right in there. Let's try it this way first. And it's boiling hard too. Okay, we're good to go there. All right. And now it's drenched in full pine needles because I'm an idiot. Bottom I got the Tusk tire repair kit because it doesn't fit in my, those are full already. My mini air compressor, stop and go, I used it this morning to touch up the front tire. Fire starter kit. And clothing.